Today, we're unearthing a story that will shift your view of a music legend. Cher is more than a pop goddess at 78. Few have comprehended the agony, resilience, and success behind that legend. Her stunning performances and chart-topping tunes have wowed the world, but her true story will shock you. Expect deeper revelations than you thought possible. Cher's story began in ways that would break most. As Cheryl Sarkeesian, she joined an unstable world from birth. Her parents' story warns of calamity. A young Fresno donut shop worker, Georgia Holt, fell for gorgeous truck driver John Sarkeesian, who was charming. They married quickly in Nevada with youthful ambitions after a brief romance. But reality hit hard and fast. Georgia left marriage after realizing it wasn't what she wanted. After some convincing, she gave it another 3-month try and discovered she was pregnant with Cher. The pressure broke the marriage, and Cher's parents divorced at 10 months old. Cher always was proud of her Armenian background, even if she didn't know her biological father. This part of her identity remained intact as everything else changed. Georgia's yearning for stability led to 7 marriages, including 2 reconciliation efforts with John. In Cher's early years, actor John Southall, Georgia's third husband, was the most regular stepfather. Even that relationship ended at 9. Georgia later revealed her repeated marriages were due to severe societal pressure. In 1978, she explained that living with someone else was scandalous, forcing her into wedding to wedding. Cher's childhood was full of turmoil. With new homes and father figures, you never feel settled. Her mother tried music and acting, but success eluded her, causing daily financial problems. Cher was 2 when the worst happened. Georgian had to place her daughter in a Catholic orphanage for weeks while she searched for work and shelter under terrible circumstances. Imagine being so young, surrounded by strangers, wondering if your mother would return. As Georgia struggled to keep them afloat, Cher and her half-sister moved between grandparents for long periods. Poverty was real. Cher lived it daily. In a 2010 Vanity Fair interview, she disclosed the shame of wearing threadbare clothes to school and being chastised for ruining shoes her family couldn't afford. She recalls using elastic bands to keep her shoes together to survive. The family's fortunes fluctuated. After 1 week on canned stew and beans, she was unexpectedly transferred to Beverly Hills. Young Cher was torn between luxury and deprivation during these enormous changes. Cher lived in contradiction as a teenager. Her attractive features and magnetic personality made her stand out, but she felt like an outcast. He dreamed of stardom while other teens concentrated on homework and friends. She saw her future, stages, costumes, and admiring crowds. School didn't appeal to someone with a different heartbeat. Unfortunately, Cher suffered undetected learning disabilities in an era that didn't understand them. Reading and writing seemed unattainable. Some subjects were easy, some were hard. Her report cards continually said she wasn't meeting expectations, increasing pressure to a system where she felt like a misfit. Cher made a life-changing decision at 16 in her junior year. She left school for Los Angeles with passion and dreams. She met music veteran Salvatore Sonny Bono there. Their initial plan was reasonable. Housekeeper, she moved into his flat. Over time, their relationship deepened, setting the groundwork for a cooperation that would change popular culture. With their charm, Sonny and Cher captivated the 1960s zeitgeist. "I Got You, Babe" became an anthem for a generation seeking love and harmony amid social upheaval. Their peculiar chemistry made them famous. Their popularity grew with hits like "Baby, Don't Go" and "The Beat Goes On." They entered film with Good Times in 1967 to explore new territory. Project expectations were not met. Undaunted, they tried a more serious endeavor. Sonny wrote and produced Chastity to display Cher's drama. Again, critical and financial disappointment ensued. The pressure increased when their folk pop sound gave way to experimental music. As audiences embraced new trends, Sonny and Cher lost favor. Instead of giving up, they transformed into a Las Vegas act. This change sparked an unexpected resurgence. Their nightclub shows mixed music and cutting comedy, attracting television attention. The Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour debuted in 1971 and became a ratings hit. They charmed Americans with their banter, especially Cher's deadpan style. Despite the laughs and praise, their love was crumbling. The emotional gulf between them widened as they formed separate personal lives. Cher later realized the pain of pretending to be happy while their marriage ended. They stayed together for their jobs, image, and empire. Their lives grew so entwined that close friends couldn't tell performance from truth. In 1973, Sonny wrote that keeping a couple's appearance was crucial to keeping everything else intact. Living under pressure was hard. In 1974, the pretense became untenable. They divorced in 1975. The aftermath was shocking. Cher relied on Sonny for their finances and company, emphasizing on performance. After the dust settled, she had almost nothing and was in financial trouble. Her betrayal by someone she trusted was painful. Years of effort and trust, not just talent. This crossroads was her first solo artist test. Many foresaw her demise without Sunny. She launched Cher, her own TV show, which defied expectations and became a hit. Her charisma won over audiences, indicating her star power was independent. Sunny's The Sunny Comedy Review flopped and was canceled after one season. Their paths diverged greatly. Although television fame was easy, music was harder. Her 1975 album Stars barely charted. In 1976, I'd Rather Trust and You didn't chart. Audiences ignored 1977's Cherish despite efforts. She recorded to the hard way with her new husband, Southern rock musician Gregg Allman, to try new things. The initiative failed to engage either artist's fans and faded. Cher's career lost steam by 1978. Warner Brothers terminated her contract, causing confusion. As her career deteriorated, her personal life changed dramatically. Her divorce from Sunny was formalized 3 days before she married Gregg Allman. Her separation request arrived 9 days later. The lifestyle she entered with Gregg was unfamiliar. Hope returned as Gregg pledged to reform and establish something lasting. Reuniting a month later, they tried to make something meaningful. Challenges remained. Cher's 1976 variety show relaunch with Sunny damaged her marriage to Gregg. Distance, fame, and unsolved tension slowed development. Fate stopped Gregg's divorce. Realized she was pregnant. This restored their resolve, so they tried again. Though their relationship was rocky, their son Elijah Blue was their beacon. In 1978, they split permanently. Cher refused to give up and joined with disco powerhouse Casablanca Records. She tried various sounds despite always liking rock. Take Me Home made her a disco star. She needed a hit, and the title track transformed her image. Success spurred more attempts, but equilibrium eluded them. Prisoner failed to chart due to Cher's rock sound and disco expectations. She formed Black Rose with guitarist Les Dudek in 1980 to return to rock. Cher's longtime dream was accomplished when the band played honest, rebellious rock. The CD did not mention her, so fans were unaware of her involvement. By 1982, the band and her relationship with Dudek had terminated due to poor sales. Cher entered acting in 1983, another risky move. She received Golden Globe and Oscar nominations for her supporting role in Silkwood with Meryl Streep and Kurt Russell, shocking critics. Mask and Suspect solidified her dramatic talents. Moonstruck changed everything in 1987. She earned the Academy Award for Best Actress for her compassionate and realistic portrayal of Loretta Castorini. Health difficulties arose as she reached the top. Filming The Witches of Eastwick, minor symptoms became serious. She was out of work for 2 years after contracting pneumonia. She could not sing or act and had to turn down dream roles. In a New York Times interview, she described the emotional toll of being marginalized by outside forces. Sunny became a politician as Cher created her solo career. After becoming Palm Springs mayor in 1988, he became a congressman in 1994. Never forgot Sunny's influence on her life despite their tangled history. Cher traveled from London to give a moving eulogy after his 1998 skiing accident caused tragedy. She acknowledged his vision and intelligence through tears, reminding everyone of their renowned partnership's aspirations and fortitude. Cher's public popularity hid her motherhood struggles. Despite loving her children, her profession required long hours and travel. Elijah Blue said in 2014 that boarding school at 7 felt like desertion. Though reconciling with his history, he acknowledged the lingering consequences of those early separations. A 2013 reconciliation attempt with Elijah and his wife living with Cher ended up apart following an unspecified quarrel. Chastity, Chaz, experienced her toughest hurdle with her first child. Even as an LGBTQ icon, Cher struggled when Chaz transitioned from female to male in the late 2000s. She told Pride Source that it was hard and that she worried about losing her daughter. Love trumped uncertainty. Cher became Chaz's biggest supporter, their bond becoming more genuine. Cher, approaching 80, is resilient. She overcame childhood abandonment, professional betrayals, several divorces, career catastrophes, health difficulties, and family issues. Each defeat fueled her next win. Not only did she reinvent herself, she expanded women's entertainment potential. Persistence, not perfection, is her narrative. Turning pain into power, not avoiding it. Cher's story shows that behind every icon is a human who endured battles we never see. She shows that strength is rising, not dropping. One thing is certain as she approaches this milestone birthday. Cher goes beyond survival. She's a symbol of human resilience. We want your feedback now. What about Cher's extraordinary journey moves you? Has her music, courage, or presence ever given you strength? Please comment below and let's honor this great woman who taught us to trust in ourselves no matter what life throws at us.